Unveiling the landscape and debates beyond the laboratory.
Today we're going to talk about the sustainability of our land to feed us. And I keep on telling people, as many people as listen to me or know me, that Nigeria is too blessed for us to be complaining. It's really a shame in the situation in which we are now, but I tell anyone that wants to know that it is our choice. We caused it and we looked at it. I'm going to talk about this perspective. As Nigerians, we grew up, I never grew up in the village, but we grew up in schools that for every vacation, you have food. As you are resuming in January, you have fruits that you're going to eat in school. Go to so many schools now. We have flats. And we parents that we grew up in opulence of space, we don't care. We're looking at civilization. But when we look back, can you see what civilization has brought into this country? What we have accepted, what has destroyed us, and where we're going. If care is not taken, where we're going is going to be more severe than where we are now. And everybody would need to stand up. The most important thing is, how do we sustain ourselves? How is our environment not going to be polluted? We're talking about GMO. You've heard so much about GMO, what it can be. For me, GMO is a business. It's nothing but a business. So if you want to enrich the West, then let's accept it. Why is it a business? When you buy GMO seed, you cannot regrow it. You have to keep on going back to the seed owners. And let us know that he who has the seed has life. You don't have the seed, you don't have life. And life is seed, and seed is life. Now they're giving us toxic seed. We are all happy. Yes, some people were saying there should be importation. So come off it. Nigeria, have you ever traveled from Iseyin to the axis of Shaki? Or you now start your journey from Ore down to the east? Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, it's really a shame. It's because we are not shameful as a nation. And as individuals, if we don't take it up, the next generation will continue like that. We'll continue to be slaves to other people. Countries are doing it. If Nigeria, they call us giant of Africa, please, if you love yourself, don't ever say that. We are the ants of Africa. Unless we remove that pride in us. Nigerians are so prideful, so oppressive. That one is not my business. But what have we achieved in the last 62 years? The politics that we're doing, is it paying us? Our culture? How many of us? I was thinking about it this morning. I said, come off it. When we were growing, we were not taught with cabbage, peas. Don't even talk about shawarma, please. Cabbage, runner beans. I think I ate runner beans in primary school in the 70s, yes, because I went to mixed British and Nigerian school. Then, but other seeds that they're bringing to us now, you're talking about carrots and the rest of it. I'm not saying it's not good, but go and ask those farmers, can they reproduce it from the seeds? They keep on going to them. So this one that we're saying GMO, the people that went abroad, they are the cause of a problem because they brought it and said this is English breakfast. We abandoned our kamu. We abandoned our pap. We abandoned our moi moi. Everybody is laughing. Everybody is smiling. We are raising our shoulders. The farmers, when they farm, I was at a conference and I faced them. I said, you elites, you educated people, you are the cause of penury for the farmers. They said, why? I said, how many of their food do you give your children? You take cornflakes, you take Weetabix, you oppress us with English. I told my children I went to school because of the educated people, because when you speak English, you don't speak English to them, they oppress you. Until when Nigeria removed pride, let's talk to ourselves. How do we sustain ourselves? Number one, when I was growing up, I grew up in a Baptist missionary school. For every vacation, we have fruit. I know the fruit that is coming after Easter. I know the fruit that will come when we go on long vacation. So you are always eager to go to school. Please, how many of our schools have those fruits? We don't have them. Parents don't care. Now cancer is everywhere. We are now shouting. Why are we shouting? We caused it. We accepted it. They gave it to us. And now we're saying somebody is sick. How can't we be sick? As farmers, what do we grow? We pour chemical. The organic farmers came, people said it cannot work. It's working in countries. How did Putin talk? Putin spoke. He said, I don't want anything from the West. He knew, because he doesn't want his people to be sick. But we don't care. What we care for is what? Money. Dollars. So how do we sustain ourselves? That is what we are here to talk about. This GMO, the researchers, the lawyers, they've spoken about it. How do we take ourselves out? Because it's a dungeon. If you don't know, food insecurity is the dungeon. Everywhere, every state now is coming out. To do what? What has the rally brought? Those guys are up there. They don't care. Do they care? Who cares for you? The policymakers are there. Do they care? So whatever they give them, they give back to us. The hospitals are not working. And if you eat good food, I can attest to it. I'm a testimony. You eat good food, your medical bill is. So which good food are we eating? You buy carrot, put it on the table. What is next? It's bad. We go tomorrow. And our own food is there. We've done the research. We have more than enough food in Nigeria. More than enough. Is it swallow for our men? Because Nigerian men, they love swallow. So if you don't know, they love it. But you can do varieties, combination. Wonderful food that we have. Tasty. But we killed it. We killed it. That is number one. Number two, schools don't have gardens. Schools don't have gardens. That is schools, then individually. God has blessed you with a home. How many of us have a home garden that you can easily grow your food? We're not saying, people will always attack me and say, Yinka, please, we cannot be all farmers. Yes, but everybody can get sick. Are we not sick now? Nigeria is sick. If you don't know, how much is a bag of rice? And those people came during Shagari. I remember a bag of rice was sold to us at 35 naira. I was telling somebody, I said there will be an end to this. Now we have the end. They brought in their food. We accepted it. We rejected our gari for them. We were saying rice, rice, rice. How many people above 50 here was eating rice every day the way we are giving our children? Let's move with compassion. We are not compassionate. The parents, you are feeding your children, yes, shawarma, you are giving them good life. We are not compassionate when you look at it. And this is the history. This is just the beginning of history for Nigeria. If we don't stand up for it, there's going to be a problem. And the best thing, the first thing we can do is, for me, I have a home. I have a space. Even if it is a room, grow something. Your bitter leaf. For the Easterners, the first time I went to the East, I was like, wow. I was just doing wow. For every household, you will see bitter leaf, you will see inchan, you will see cocoa. Come off it. Why are we like that? And when they get to Lagos, they have their land, they cement. They have faced civilization, destruction. Our culture we have taken away. Our lifestyle we have taken away in place of dollars. Now the dollar is not even available. Do you have the dollars? The young ones, if you don't stand up, I pray, and I keep on praying for you because I have your age too, that nothing will happen to you. When you go to the hospitals, you will remember today that you have to grow something. Even if it is just herbs that you will chew to detoxify, to remove the toxin, because every food you eat in the market is toxic. It's full of chemicals. They said it. The researchers said it. Atrazine is there. Glyphosate is there. Infertility is everywhere. Cancer is everywhere. So many are just wearing gowns. We are covering so many things. Arthritis, diabetes. They give us the food. They give us the medicine. As soon as you are eating the foreign food, the destruction is there in your system. And you go to the pharmaceutical. You say, oh, mommy, they said I cannot deal without the drugs. Oh, fine. But this is a country that God has blessed. In every sense of it, we are blessed. Nigeria is still blessed. January 10, it rained, heavy rain. Day before yesterday, it rained, heavy rain. This morning, it rained, haba. What do we want? Are we expecting God to come from heaven? Anyway, the sustainability of agriculture in this country is for us to retrace our steps back to where we're coming from. For every home, you have a garden. Don't be a farmer. We're not saying be a farmer, excuse me. No. But grow something. Grow something. From bitter leaf, so far God has blessed you with a piece of land. Do something to yourself. Because we're just saying the beginning. They are saying it is intentional for the food to be scarce. When it is intentional, are you ready to fight it? I am ready to fight it. I'm even fighting it. Because I don't buy most things that's in the market. If I list what I keep in my small house, you'll be shocked. I never studied agric in school, but because of the environment in which I grew up, influenced me. So you can eat year round. So why are we doing this to ourselves? As our educational system must change. The elders, I'm not talking about the leaders now. The elders from 40 and above, please, let's have compassion towards these children. If not, one day they will carry gun and be shooting anybody with gray hair. I'm telling you, because the oppression is so much. And we're not even giving them life. They live it for living. We're not giving them. We're giving them wrong notion about Nigerian food. We have more than enough. Yoruba, I'm from Yoruba. The day I called my mom, she gave me over 35 vegetables that you can eat. How many of them know it? They say we have only a wedu and a efo. Who says? And the same for the Igbos. Nigeria is so rich in food, in culture, but we destroyed it. Because what? We want to compare with the West. The West are there to destroy us. So let us get it into our brain. They are there to destroy us with whatever they give us. When they give us one, they will take 20. So we can be sustainable right from our houses. Right from our schools. When we teach our children to touch soil. Now, when you tell somebody touch soil, oh, it's dirty. Now, if they bring dirty food and say it is 1 naira, 1 yam, won't everybody scramble for it? So we need to go back. There's safety in Nigeria when we eat good food. There's good health in Nigeria when we eat good food. There's sustainability in Nigeria if each house can start. If you don't have the land, put it in pots. I plant in pots. I eat it. It's good. So we need to stand up to it. The youth, I leave you with this. Is either I live in Nigeria to be happy or I continue to be a slave in another country. God bless you. Have a beautiful day.
GMO Foods. Unveiling the landscape and debates beyond the laboratory.